Hello, it's Elizabeth and
Jessica.
And we're here on lesson number 3. Before I start lesson number 3, please remember, as I'm always saying, pain is not for you. You shouldn't have to feel pain when you're going through this. We have a few toys that you might want to gather. So this is literally just a broom handle. Good for balance. Okay, so when we take one leg off the floor and stuff in a minute, you'll have that available to you. I'm going to put it just behind me here so it's easier for me to grab. And then when we're face down, you may want a cushion, a pillow, or I've got a little roll that I can put underneath Jessica's ankles. So that would be good. I've had a few questions about blocks and pillows. This is a block. This is how big, deep, and wide it is. So the block literally would sit underneath the occipital bone. Okay, so a block is like so, and this is a rolled up towel. If you feel you need a block and you don't have one, a bigger rolled up towel will give you the sort of height that you need. It's literally, if you are forward head presented, you just need that support to make your neck relax. We will get back there. We will change the posture over time. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so we're going to go straight into the warm-up. So if we just start how we've been starting, we start with the shoulders. I've probably got a bit too close to the wall, to be fair. So shoulders right up and round and back and down. Jessica's going to be showing you the breathing. So breathe in and breathe out and really push that down. So I'm going to go sideways for you. Right up, right back, right down. Lovely. All the way round and push down. We've got one more of those. We're doing 4s for the warm-up. And blow and down it goes. Hands up on the shoulders. Here we go. Soft knees. Round, big, slow. Really descriptive circles with your elbows. All the way round. That's lovely. Good breathing, Jess. Breathe in on the way up, that prepares you. Breathe out as you squeeze the shoulders back and down. We have one more. Breathe. And blow. Then I want you to lengthen the arms. Let's go into full arm circles. You can do this one arm if you would like, or you can do 2 arms. Sorry, Jessica. Here we go. Right up to the top, and then right the way round. I like to bring my arms up, thumbs touching almost. Oh, yes, touching. Like a little butterfly. All the way around. We have one more of these. And lift up, breathe in. Knees are still soft. And breathe out. And lengthen. Great stuff. Just have a little move on your feet. Bend the knees, wiggle the hips. Fix the hands to your sides. And then we're going to, Jessica, take a sideways stance for them. So sorry, darling. Okay, so they can see that you're staying in good alignment. As we breathe out, we're going to go down as if we can touch our knee on the side there. Stretching, breathe in. Breathe out, really squeeze the abdominals, lengthen the arms. And breathe in. Jessica's just learning about Pilates, where you get the most out of it when you are holding some tension in your limbs. Blow, squeeze. We're going to go the other way one more time. Breathe in, and then breathe out. We went this way first, didn't we? Yeah. Let's go the other way last time. Breathe in, and breathe out. Oh, feel those lovely stretches. And then release. Roll the shoulders. Okay, I'm going to be the one with the poor balance today, and I'm going to use a stick. Jessica's got great balance. So we're going to go up on our toes. So we're doing heel lifts. Squeeze the abdominals and raise up onto your toes. Important here to make sure that your ankles are nice and straight. Lowering down. That was quick because we were both up there too long. Blow, squeeze, lift. So none of this, none of the broken ankle things that you get from people. Got to be nice and controlled. Breathe in. Breathe out. Up, squeeze and lift. Hold the tummy nice and taut. Breathe in and lower. I think Jessica must be used to like high heels or something. And lift up, squeeze. This strengthens the balls underneath your feet, the flexor muscles. It strengthens the calf. It strengthens the core. So it's a good exercise. One more for the knee. Blow. Don't even notice the breathe. And then slowly back down. Okay, still holding my stick. she's got nothing to hold on to, so it could be either of the scenarios. We're going to do a leg lift, so a knee lift up. So we're just going to lift the knee about hip height, and then it comes down again. Think about your transition. Try not to fall from one side to the other. Try and stay as upright as you can, holding that, and then breathe into lower. I'm going to put a hand out about hip height, so I want to know, blow, squeeze, lift, so my standing knee is soft. Breathe, watch that transference, lift up. So it's all about control, coordination. That's lovely, Jess, we like mistakes. And then up we go again. And then one more, blow, squeeze, lift. Lovely. Okay, then we're going to do knee circles. Jessica doesn't like this one particularly, so holding onto your stick or your chair or a bit of support on the wall. So we're going to lift this leg now, so just mirror me, lift the leg up, and we're going to take it across the body and then down towards the floor and then back around. Across the body, down and back around. We'll do one more because they're quite difficult. And back around. And then we'll go the opposite way. So we're going to go out, down and round. Out, down and round. We've got one more. Out, down and round. Great for your hip muscles. Great for the leg you're standing on. You should be feeling that. If you want to change the side your stick is on now. Okay, so now on the other leg, we're going to take it across the body, down and round, down and round. One more, down and round. And then we're going to go the other way. So out and down, out and down. Squeezing your core, don't you forget that. Nice soft knees, this was the one. And then gently lower. Well done. Okay, so that's a few little bits more for the warm-up. Now we're going to go into our main session. Are you ready for this, Jess? Ready? Lovely. Okay, so we're going to start with the roll downs. We're going to do two together, and then Jessica's going to take over on the roll downs, aren't you? Oh, let's see. Okay, so breathe in, nice and wide. As you breathe out, curl the head round, and then lengthen your body, your arms and shoulders to the floor. Looking up at your navel the whole time. Don't be tempted to look for the floor. Your heels are lifted a little. We're down to the bottom. Breathe in. As you breathe out, squeeze the abdominals, curl back round. Relax your shoulders. And then lengthen back into your posture. We're going to raise the arms this time. So we lift up with the arms. And then as we lower the arms, we breathe in. As we breathe out, squeeze the abdominals. Slowly lower to the floor. Squeezing harder and harder. Relaxing the shoulders. Looking right up into your navel. And come down to where you're comfortable. And then breathe in deep through the lateral ribs. Blow, squeeze as you come back up. Really tucking through the bottom. Coming up one vertebra at a time. My favourite exercise this is. And then breathe in and release. I'm going to work with Jessica to make sure she's got it all going well. So just feet hip width apart, here she goes. She blows, she squeezes, and then she keeps her weight on the front. As soon as the head goes, the weight goes on the front of the feet, so the heels could lift a little, Jess, if you like. Yeah, good. Nice challenge through there. And then she's going to breathe in deep here and walk out 4 hand strides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the stick. She's going to hold a press-up position. She doesn't really like this. So this is where your partner, if you have one there, can help. Head should contact. Soften your elbows a little. Yes, good. Should be a little gap under. Where's your head? Should be a little gap under here and here. She's raising a little bit through here. Not going to hold her there. Take it away. Bum in the air. Downward dog. Beautiful. Stretching through the calves. And then she comes back. And she's going to walk in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that position. Tucking that head right under. Breathe in. And as she breathes out, in through the core, squeezing the abdominals. Weight still on the front of the feet. She's curling 1 vertebra at a time. She can still curl a little bit more. That's lovely. Shoulders are relaxed and away from her ears. And her head comes up. Yes. Okay, then go again. Ready for this? Breathe in. Don't raise those shoulders. Blow, squeeze. Come right round. Don't take your weight to the front of your feet till your head goes round. Here we go. Weights on the front of the feet, shoulders are relaxed, head is down, eyes on the navel. And now breath in before you stride it out. Bend the knees slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might need to bend the knees significantly more. Please don't judge yourself on our little 25-year-old. She's quite fit. Drop through here a little bit more. Again, looking at this position and pulling up through the core, she's doing really well. She's just holding what we call the press up position. Head's got to stay in touch with that stick. That's lovely, Jess. Bottom in the air. Downward dog. She's stretching now right through here. Feeling the stretch, trying to flatten her back here. Oh, yes, good. And then she takes a breath, relaxes, and steps it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up slowly. So breathe deep and breathe out. Squeeze the abdominals, keeps that head tucked. Really curling each vertebrae, restacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time. You did that beautifully. So we're going to go back down with the roll down into the press and then into the all fours position. Okay? So take a nice big breath in. As you breathe out, curl the head round, squeeze the abdominals, keep the shoulders down. Keep pulling up and in through your core. That's lovely. I know you're doing a good job at home. Okay, from there, nice lateral breath. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's snappy, isn't it? And then bend one knee and the other knee. We want the box position here. So for the box position, I'm going to use my stick because I've got it. You should be able to see a nice line. If you've got a mirror, that'd be great. Through the knee and the hips, that's correct. And then the same here with the hand and the shoulder. So the hand should be directly under the shoulder, so you can come back a little bit more with the hands and in a little bit more. Okay, and then we want it flat here. So to compensate for long arms, of course, we all got them. We put it into a nice flat position. Let's check this out. This is hard, just holding this is hard, isn't it, Jess? Okay, so this is one of the things. You can drop a little bit through, oh yes, and then pull the rib cage. Good. Okay, so you want this really strong position. This is really working through your core. Back exercises, a lot of them later on are going to come from this, where we move our arms and legs and stuff, and this needs to stay the same. Going to give her a rest, give yourselves a rest. So she's going to now open the knees and come back into your, what is it? Into the child's pose. Lovely. She can take a nice breath, as can you, as you sit into the child's pose. So nice and relaxed. Now, Jessica's going to be a happy and an angry cat. That's what we've always used. So it's about stretching the spine and then stretching through the front of your body. So as she breathes in to prepare, and then she breathes out and curls her head down to look at the navel again, really arcing the back, feeling that nice stretch. As she breathes in, she comes to neutral. Neutral on your in-breath. And then as she breathes out, she's going into that sagging, happy cat. Oh, he's just enjoying a little scratch. And then she breathes in and comes to neutral. Head as well, not lengthen your arms, that's good. You've lost it a little bit, yes. And then as she breathes out, she drops down, stretches through, blowing. And then breathe in. Breathe into neutral. We've got one more, sag, blow, squeeze, lift your head. So not going to be too, don't have fully extend the head. And then breathe in and come back to neutral. And then gently lower back onto your feet. Put your feet flat on the floor if you can. And into the child's pose. Well done. Okay, so take a breath in there, nice and wide. And as you breathe out, stretch a little bit further, stretch a little bit longer. That's great. And then breathe in for me. Bring your knees, walk your hands in, bring your knees together, and then tuck your feet out the side and onto your bottom. You're going to be facing that way. Lovely. Now, don't you dare. Yes. So Jessica tries to get away from walking on her bottom. I don't know why, she's got a great bottom. So lengthen your legs, Jessica. Should your legs be straight and tight? Some of you won't straighten your legs and that's fine, but you can, can't you? So put your arms out like little Frankenstein walk on your bottom. So off you go. Squeeze the core. She's having a good little shuffle on the bottom. She's getting firmer every day. That's lovely. Okay, and then from there, bend the knees. Put your hands your knees. We're going into the roll down. She's so eager. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, curl from the bottom of your spine, keeping your head looking at your navel, slowly lowering, using your legs and your hands for support if you need to. Hold that one, Jess. Take a breath in. Lengthen your arms. Let's just make it an exercise. Blow, squeeze, and lower. Oh, the worst mother you could ever ask for. Okay, so now we're in this position. You are knees at 90 degrees, feet are flat on the floor. She's going to find neutral for me while I just show you these again. So, just because I have been asked, Jessica does not need these, but lift your head for me and lower down. So this is a towel, a rolled up towel at the bottom of the occiput. So that would just give you, if you have a little bit forward head tension, instead of raising the chin and falling the head back, it will give you a nice position to be able to depress your chin more and lengthen the back of your neck. Okay, lift your head. We're going for a bigger one now, Jessica. This is the block. Again, if you find the block too hard and uncomfortable, please put a towel on top of it. That's absolutely fine. But what we're looking for is you to feel, lift a little bit and down. So this is when I put about like the yellow pages underneath the back of your head. So yellow pages, they don't really do them anymore, and if they do, they're only little. So a block, something like that would be ideal. Now what we're really looking for is these 2 points to be on a level. So as you can see with my little stick, Jessica is chin down, which is okay if I'm stretching her neck. So I'm going to take that away from her, and then she can go into a nice position. So in this position, you can see that the forehead and the chin are on a level. That's where it should be, okay, for each of you. Then we're going to start with our exercises. So are you in neutral?
Yes.
Oh, yes, good. So you have to just drop a little bit. We're not working in neutral, we're working in printed, but I love testing her, and you should be testing yourself. Okay, so from there, Jessica, I'd like you to take a breath in. Place your hands down by your sides, and then imprint for me, and then she's going into the head lift. You're used to this by now. This is your 3rd class with a head lift in it, and you'll see why later. She's going to breathe in and slowly lower. With the head lift, the arms should be strong and long and reaching towards your feet. No floppy arms, there's no point in that. We want to get as much out of this exercise as we can. Blow, squeeze, rib cage is down, tummy is pulled in. No tension in your bottom. She's actually really good. Breathe in. We're going to do one more with long arms. You may need a bit of neck support. So what I'm going to do on this one is Jessica's going to bring her hands back underneath the occiput. The elbows are wide because they're not pulling you round. They're just a support. As you breathe out, squeeze. Can you lift any higher? Have you got this really? Yes, she's shaking, which you should be shaking. Breathe in. If you're going to get the most out of these exercises, you need to try really hard. Open the elbows more. Keep pulling, and then breathe. Should we just do one more for fun? Blow, squeeze. I can see Jessica struggling. Put it in and breathe. Please give yourself a hug. Okay, so that was exciting, wasn't it? And it's just a head lift, because in a little while we're going to bring the 100 in and do that with a head lift. So it's just making sure everything goes all right. Okay, from there we're going to go back into the familiarity of your arms. But we have started with a little bit of the toy soldier in class 2. This is class 3. So Jessica, put your arms in the air. This is where we started in the beginner class. So we're hands straight over the shoulders, and we're literally arms nice and strong, fingers quite relaxed and open. That's beautiful. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, imprint. Squeeze the abdominals. Take one arm behind you. I knew I'd do that. And then breathe in, and the other one. Blow. Really depressing through the ribs. She is really switching on right now. And then blow, squeeze. She's doing really well. And again, stretch. Lengthen the arm away from you and really pull in. Breathe. And this one again. Blow, squeeze. One more. Breathe. Blow, squeeze. And back up. Beautiful. Hug your arms just while I talk about the next bit. So the next bit you did in class 2. So that was class 1, this is class 2, and we are class 3. So obviously it's going to get harder. So you're going to put your arms in the air, and you're going to sweep round on this one. So 2 arms are going back together. Very important for the rib cage here that you don't lift it up with your arms. So breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, lengthen the arms behind you. Then she's going to breathe in and sweep round and up. Up. Beautiful. Blow. Squeeze, hold, firm, round, up. Lovely. Blow. She's doing it. She's holding it nicely and lift. And then one more. Blow. And back up and to the top. She's going to hold it there. That was class 2. I'm not sure, maybe I did some alternate arms in class 2. I did, didn't I? The top end of toy soldier. So let's do that. So one arm goes back, one arm comes forward. The thing is, you don't want this or this. You want everything to be absolutely working beautifully, just like a clockwork or a wind-up toy soldier. So, breath in, Jessica to prepare. As she breathes out, she comes to the top. As she breathes in, she switches. Very good. Make it very easy. I think you switched the breathing then. Don't stop. Try again. Blow. Breathe in. Blow. That's where it should be. It's hard to get this breathing thing, isn't it? So as you come back to centre each time, you're breathing in. That's your relaxed place. Then you really work as you go out, and then you breathe in, and then you really work as you go out again. Fantastic. Because of the mistake, we've had to do more of them. And then breathe in and hug yourself. Oh, she wants to do more. Okay, so we give the arms a little bit of a rest because they've done quite a lot, and we are going to go into the legs. Okay, so single legs to start with. Do you remember this? How you're going to hold stable. So we take our, yes, beautiful. So just lift the elbow a little bit, wrist down a little bit. You're literally just teetering on the hip bones here. So take a breath in. As she breathes out, she's imprinting, squeezing and lengthening one leg. Lengthening. Now this hip's already disappeared. Yes, better, correction. Breathe in. She dropped this hip. Don't drop the hip. Blow, squeeze. Holding that. Really controlling with your core. Breathe in. Anyone can leg slide. You've got to do it properly. Blow, squeeze. Okay, when I do these exercises, it's funny because I shake. I'm so determined. Blow, squeeze. That's it. Try and keep the heel on the floor and slide it away. Breathe in. Really squeeze. Lift your toes if anything, Jess. Just that's lovely. And then breathe. Holding that centre. We've got one more. Blow, squeeze. And breathe it back in. Beautiful. So that was the single leg slide. Now we're going to do alternates. So she's going to put one leg down and then she's going to switch them. So you want to rest with your arms, you can. That's absolutely fine. Okay, but she's still got her hands there. She's just relaxing the elbow for a bit. She's pushing the shoulders back and down away from her neck. Take a breath in. Imprinting the spine, squeezing the core, switch the legs. Slowly. Blow. Breathe in to bring them back. Breathe. Switch. Got to get used to it. Blow. Keep squeezing. Blow. So again, there's a little bit of tension in the legs, a little bit of squeeze. There's a lot going on here. Now, just for fun, we're going to go into the toy soldier for you. So, if you've got any energy left, you can relax for a second, please. If you've got any energy left and you can still maintain your core, do the toy soldier with us. If not, wait till you do feel you, because you're strong enough to do that. We don't want your back lifting off the floor. So the same arm as leg are going, same arm. That's it. And then this one, where does this go? It's a toy soldier. Okay, so I'm going to wind her up. And now everything must be like, the clockwork soldier. So think power, strength, core. As she goes, blow. Shh. Breathe. Oh, okay. Be nicer to you. Breathe in to prepare. Blow. Shh. Breathe in. Blow. Shh. Breathe in. Blow. Oh, very good. Breathe in. Blow. Okay. 1 second rest. So, I was trying to take it into an even harder phase, which we're going to do for Jessica now. She doesn't get a rest. So it's breathe in on one and out on the other, keeping this control. I can see how slim and beautiful this is. Keep it there. Breathe in to prepare, and then we're off. Blow. Shh. Breathe. Blow. Shh. Keep it pulled right down. Squeeze. Don't let anything move you. You must be strong. 2 more. And 1 more. Oh, and stop. Hug your knees into your chest. You feel that? Yeah. Oh, okay, so toy soldier, that was quite good. Right, so we're going to start with the 100. Now, I already know because I sort of told Jessica about what was coming today. And she's a little bit like, oh, really? Okay, so the 100, it is fun. It's energizing. So, she's laying in this position. If you need a head prop or a rest, or you probably still got it beside you, then just pop that back in, but she doesn't need that. And we're going to start with the arms and the breathing. Okay, so what I want you to do, Jessica, is raise both arms with your palms facing the floor and your fingers are closed. And they're coming from the shoulder with a nice bit of tension. That's beautiful. Now I want you to beat about 10 to 15, what are they, inches probably? Centimeters, I think. Okay, so really bit further down, bit further up, bit bigger. Yes, I can hear her breathing. So you take 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out. So get that pattern. Why is it called the 100? Oh, that's right, because we have to do this 100 times. Oh my goodness. So Jessica, the body does not to move. We must be stiff. Then your arms can move. Okay, we're going to take this into a progression. You can stay there, your head can stay there. But she's going to do the head lift at the same time. Are we mad? No, don't take a breath in. Keep going. Don't lose it. Okay, she keeps a nice gap in the chin. She's still squeezing the abdominals and she's putting the shoulders down, reaching towards her feet as she beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's doing really well. If the head's tired and you're up there, lower it back down. How's your head? Lower it back down, Jess. I know it's very good. Keep your arms going now because I'm not finished with you. We're not near 100 yet. Bring this leg into tabletop position. Keep going. Where's your breath? I can't hear you. And beat harder, faster. Don't lose it. Okay, we're going to bring the second leg into tabletop. Squeeze the abdominals. Push down into the floor. Oh my goodness. Last little bit. Raise your head 1 more time. Look at your navel. Pump those arms and reach. Oh, it's fun. Fun for me, perhaps. And then slowly lower 1 leg. Keep going. That's good breathing. Lower the other leg. And lower the head and hug your body. Oh, did you feel that? Yeah. Did you feel that? It's tough. If you want me to get tough, we can get tough. Pilates is awesome. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to turn over now. So we started you on class 2 with a little bit of work on the tummy to work your back muscles. So Jessica, will you be grateful to turn over? Okay, roll over for me. Okay, so what we're going to do is what we did in class 2. Now, I said I had a block. Oh, so if you need a pillow now, this is the time to use it underneath the ankles. So you're in a nice, down you go, then a nice rested position. Okay, so, and then in this position, she's already put the towel underneath the forehead, which is wonderful. So if you'd like to take a breath in, Jessica. And then as you breathe out, squeeze the abdominals. So she's got to lift her tummy off the floor so that I can feel how engaged she is. Let's do that again. Breathe in and relax. She gets to relax. Blow, squeeze, lift. Really squeeze. Nothing going on here. Look, that's wonderful. And breathe. And blow, squeeze. Perfect. And just rest for a second. Okay, so I want you to practice that. It's very important that you are able to do that in every position, everything you do. That's how we get so strong in the core. Okay, and then she's going to do the E position with the lifting of the arms. So you remember this from last week, hopefully. Okay, she's going to take a breath in. And the main thing is that her scapula are moving closer together, not getting the elbows up in the air. So take a nice breath in to prepare. Lift the abdominals off the floor and then just gently squeezing the scapula together. Trying not to let your elbows travel backwards. Breathe in and lower. Blow, squeeze. Lovely. Don't lift the elbow. It's all about getting the scapula evenly lifted. Breathe. That's super. And just 2 more of those. Blow, squeeze. She's still lifted in her center. She's struggling a little bit, but that's okay. Breathe. And then blow, squeeze. Keep the center right up off the floor. And then gently release. She did that beautifully. Okay, we're going to give the top end a rest. Have a nice little relax there. Going to take the cushion away from the bottom end and ask her to bring her legs together as close as she can get them, so they're squeezing as if I'd put a £5 note between her knees. How about that? I don't know if that would do much for her at the moment, maybe £20. Okay, and from there she's going to go into leg lifts. So we're going to take the breath in again. As we breathe out, we lift the core off the floor. Love that, core off the floor. I'm a poet. Okay, and then she's going to lift one leg. It's got to stay straight at the knee. She's going to lift it as far as it will go without ruining any of this. And then she breathes in and lowers. Then she breathes out, holding the core, and lengthens. Lengthen. I want you to think longer, longer, longer. Breathe in and lower. The longer you are, the more lift you'll get in your core. So rather than being all short and stuffy, you get that long, beautiful body. And breathe. And blow, and squeeze, and lift. We have one more on each of these. I think she's dropped a little bit here. She's thinking, I'm not watching her. Blow, squeeze, lift. She had. And then breathe. It doesn't matter if you only have an inch off the floor. I don't mind. Blow, squeeze. But what I do mind is if you straighten, if you bent the knee to cheat. Don't do that. And then breathe in and lower. Just relax there, Jessica. That's lovely. Okay, so that was like single legs on the opposite side. So doing all the gluteal muscles, hamstrings, calves. Perfect. We're going to let the legs rest for a minute. Do you want the cushion back?
Yeah.
Okay, while I put it back, wiggle backwards and pretend that you haven't had to do that. Arms in front of you. Going to take her little head prop away now. And we're going to do the same thing with the arms. This is preparing you for something called swimming, which we love. Okay, so take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift the core and lift this arm up for me. So this arm should try and stay relaxed. The Pilates is all about being precise. Down you go, breathe in. As she breathes out, she's going to raise the other arm. So she should be able to do all these co-contracting and control, and breathe in as you lower. Just keep your palms facing the floor. Blow, squeeze, lift. Keeping the core, not forgetting down here. It's all about it here. Okay, and then blow, squeeze, lift. That's beautiful. Her technique is absolutely coming on a bomb. Breathe in, blow, squeeze. The arms staying long and strong. And then breathe and lower. We've got last one. Blow, squeeze and lift. And then breathe in and lower. Just relax for a second, Jessica. She doesn't know what's coming, and nor do you. You can stay and watch her, because it will show you something. Okay, Jessica, I'm taking your prop away. Okay, pin your legs together for me. So that they're nice and tight together, but your toes are nice and pointed. What's happening is she's going to have a little swim to show you what happens. So take a breath in, Jess. As you breathe out, really curl through the tummy. Make the gap off the floor. Lift the arms and legs. And opposite arm and leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Breathe. Blow, squeeze, lift. Tummy, arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower. Oh, okay. That's good enough. So that's the end of today. Thank you so much for watching and taking part in the class, and I hope you're starting to feel the difference. Definitely you're feeling the difference, Jessica, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Okay, so nice and slowly, I want you to come up into the child's pose for me. We're not finished with you, obviously. We just finished with the harder part of the class. She's going to go into the child's pose, opening the knees, lowering her body back, and really relaxing through the back, through the chest. You've done a lot of core today, so that really good stretch. Fabulous. Take a deep, wide breath in through the lungs. And as you breathe out, stretch a little bit further, become a little bit longer, ask a little bit further forward. That's beautiful. Okay, take another breath in. As you breathe out, squeeze the abdominals, restack the spine in a seated position. If you cannot sit in this position, that's fine. You can come up into the kneeling position. We're coming into the kneeling position anyway, aren't we, Jess? Okay, you can stay there. I'm going to stay here. I've got your towel. I just fling that over there. Okay, so we're into the kneeling position in case you need this position. And then we're going to just place our hands just over the top of your bottom, thumb facing forward again. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, really stretch back and open the chest. Squeeze the abdominals. If you want a bit more work, if you're one of those who thinks, oh, it's not challenging me enough, you can lean back a little bit. That will really get your thighs. Not as a stretch, but as an exercise. Oh my goodness. And then come to neutral. I wouldn't do that, not unless you really want it. And then slowly, gently release these. Circle your shoulders. Lovely. We're going to stretch the hamstrings and calves now. So I've got Jess, she's got me. We can just take our legs up. If you want your stick back, this is a really good time to get it. So you want to take the front leg out as far as it will go. Okay, we don't actually need each other, do we? Because we're going to stick our bums out now. Oh my goodness, I want to hold my hips. Pretend that I'm not in pain. So that's got to be straight. Oh, yes. Try and get it as straight as you can. Keep lifting through the core. Pushing your bottom backwards is what gives you this stretch. If you do this with your leg forward and lean forward, that's incorrect. Get your chest up, stick your bum out. Oh my goodness, you cannot feel it, can you, Jess? Chest is open. Now, increase it. Pull your toes up towards you. Oh, that's mean. Open your toes if you can, splay your toes. Pretend you're enjoying this. Smile a little bit. Okay, gently. Bend the knee, place the foot flat on the floor. We're going past each other now, towards the knee. So, as Jessica's demonstrating on your side, we've got a nice, I'm going to come forward a bit probably, a nice hip flexor stretch here. So, nice upright position, tummy still pulled in. If you get any cramps or anything, put your toes underneath you. And that's lovely. Okay, and then we're going to come back off of that and gently switch our legs. And then this one comes in front. Yep, that's fine. So that's a wall, a chair, or a pole. And then literally do what we did last time. So stick your bottom back. Whoa. Pull the core. Feel this. You can feel that, Jess? Yeah. Try and lengthen the leg so that you feel that stretch. You've got to do it, my darling. I know it's hard, and you should be feeling that all down your hamstrings. Bring the calf in now, pull your toes up towards you. Oh, if you're not enjoying this, we have given you other ways to stretch, you know. It is quite a lot to stretch like this. Okay, release, bend the front knee, put the foot flat on the floor, drive your body forward and go into the hip flexor stretch. So you feel that more around, can you just touch where we're feeling that, Jess? Around the front, I hope you're feeling it around the front of your groin. Okay, lovely. And then just breathe in that position. How long do we hold our stretches for, Jess?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, well done. Okay, take a breath in and come back up. Oh, lovely. Keep that knee there. That's a great way to stand up now. So take a breath in as you breathe out, put the weight on the front leg and push up. Well done. Loosen the body off.
Our heads have gone again.
Our heads have gone. Jessica, save us quickly. Yay! It's hard. We need a cameraman. That's what we need, isn't it? Somebody who can come around and do little shots for us. Okay, so we just finished off there. So we're going to do, I used my pole. We're going to do the quad stretch again. So we're going to grab the foot, bring it up, around. In fact, I'm going to go sideways for you so you can see what I'm up to. Okay, and then try to get the heel as close to your bottom as you can, and then pull your core in. So you should feel that right down the front of the thigh. Very important that you stay upright. You bend this arm on the side that you're holding the leg, must be bent. If you do that, it's an incorrect stretch. So nicely pulled up and pulled in. Wonderful. And then we gently release that, because obviously it's a stretch and it's quite a lot of a stretch. You might be using a towel like we did in 2, so to hold this position, and then squeeze the heel to the bottom and make sure you're in a nice upright position, lengthening the body. You've done all that hard work. You want to be benefiting from your body feeling longer and leaner and stronger. And gently release. Well done. Just walk that out a little bit. Picture frame. I'd like to take a picture of you right now. Okay, hands on your elbows, over the top of your head. Drop your shoulders down. You don't want to stay up here. Drop your shoulders down so they're on top of your head, and then gently down to the side. That's lovely. Staying in a nice straight line. Don't lean forward or backwards. The knees are slightly soft. Feet are flat on the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch round. Really feel that all the way down through the side. It's lovely. And then breathe in. Come up. Stretch to the ceiling. Oh, really stretch your body. Lovely. Well done. Okay, class number 3 completed. I hope you've enjoyed it with us. I think you've enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jessica has been our fabulous model. Don't know what I'd do without her. And you have been our fabulous audience. So thank you so much for taking part. And let's see you in class 4. Having done this 4 or 5 times maybe. Take care. That's Elizabeth from Backfit.
And Jessica.
Thank you.